Hey guys, wanted to talk to you about dead grass in the fall, getting ready for the winter time and next spring. This is the time that you really need to be thinking about it, especially right now in central Mississippi. In the fall of 2023, the spring of 2024 is going to be unprecedented. And that's not me trying to be an alarmist in a bad way, but it is me trying to sound the alarm in a good way that we've got a really unprecedented circumstance on our hands, like the video I shared last week or 2 weeks ago about how we're in an unprecedented drought right now. We're coming up on 3 months rather of very little to no rain in a lot of places. I've got behind me here a place that you've got some green, you've got some yellowing, and then you just have dead. I didn't water this area for many different reasons. This is an experimental area for me out here. And long story short, let me talk to you about what I want you to have on your mindset, in your mind, about dead grass. Number one, I want you to know dead grass is not going to green up in the spring. I've talked to a lot of customers in the last several days, enough to where I know there's a lot of people out there who don't even realize that the grass is dead, number one. And if you're not sure and you would like for us to take a look, please let us know. We'll be glad to come and figure that out for you, because you do really need to know. And watch till the end of the video, you'll find out why. But let's see, I want you to know it's not going to come back in the spring. It's not going to fill in from the outside. If your area, like this area right here, over the course of the summer, there's enough little green spots amongst it. But like right here, this is over 6 feet wide. And so that's a rather substantial dead area that grass just doesn't grow that fast, especially before the weeds fill in. And if you have centipede grass, which is what most of the grass right now that's dead, most of it's centipede. Centipede's a lazy man's grass is what they call it, and that's because it doesn't grow much. It doesn't have to be mowed as much. It doesn't grow fast. It's not going to fill in fast at all. And especially it's not going to fill in before the weeds fill in. Crabgrass is going to be really interesting next year. But nevertheless, I say that because I want you to really have it strongly on your radar as to whether or not you need to go ahead and get new sod, because next April, the landscapers are going to be booked. They're going to be booked because there's going to be way more people than normal, way more people than what our area pays to, basically there's enough landscapers. Some of you might say there's not enough, but there's enough getting the jobs done. But we've never had enough landscapers to put out as much sod as what's about to need to happen this spring. So if any of you out there know anybody who's interested in laying sod in the spring, this is a good time to start that. But you're going to have trouble finding somebody to pay to put sod out for you. So I really recommend going ahead and doing it now rather than later. Make sure you're able to water. Some of you even actually live in areas, even within our small Jackson metro area, there's some places that they have water bans right now of not watering the yard just because the water table is so low in some areas. So make sure of that before you do add sod, because you're going to need to water it, because we still don't have any guarantee of rain coming. There's a couple days in the 14-day forecast, 50% chance of rain. But anytime you put out new sod, you want to make sure you have the ability to keep it watered. That's how you lose new sod. And that's why I'm making this video. Dead sod's a big deal. Grass is a big deal. It seems so, trivial, and like, why are we talking about grass so much? And, grass helps people. It helps to have a place children can play, that dogs can use the restroom, and it's not something that, synthetic turf and dogs don't make a really good match. It's a place to come out and enjoy God's creation, enjoy being outside, getting to run around without, walking barefoot, and not having to worry about stepping on stickers and having things poking in your feet. Grass is just, it's a wonderful thing. There's a reason why so many people have it, and why it's important. And if you think, your water bill was high, the sodding bill, getting new sod is really not going to be very pleasant. So sorry, I really diverged there. Let me get back on my main point. Be on top of getting on schedule for sod, but double check to make sure that you are able to get water on it in a good manner. Otherwise, at least be ready to get it either this winter. If you can go ahead and notate where those dead areas are. In the wintertime, it's going to all go dormant, and so then you're not going to be able to tell what's dead and what's alive, at least not as well or as easily. Some places you're not going to, some places you might still be able to tell, but the safest thing to say is don't depend on the wintertime. And in March, don't get too quickly alarmed, because March, we can have a really cold week in March like we did this last year and still not let the grass green up the way it should. But just know that if for whatever reason you don't this fall, you don't this winter, in the spring, April 1st, write it down now, you need to be in the front of the line. But it's best to go ahead and get in line right now if you know that you have dead grass. So I think I've really belabored that point. One last thing, weed control, it's also not going to be perfect next year. The best golf course superintendent in the world will tell you that when you have voids in your lawn, which is what we have now because of the dead grass, the abundance of dead grass, a monthly weed control program, which we don't do, by the way. The most we do is 5 weed treatments per year. Some people we even do 3 or 2 per year, but most of the people we do between Centipede St. Augustine is typically 3 or 4 treatments, and Bermuda is typically 5 weed treatments per year. That's far short of monthly. But on a monthly program, what I was trying to say is a monthly program can't keep all the weeds out, and especially when there's voids in your lawn like what's behind me here and like what is happening a lot out there everywhere. And so just know that the spring is not going to be, it's going to be more weeds than normal, but weed control, preventative weed control treatments, pre-emerge, is definitely going to help it be way better than it would be otherwise. And we're here to help. So let us know if you have any questions about those things. I could go on and on and on, but I think I'm going to stop there and just say that we're here to help, and we want your lawn to be successful. So please reach out for questions, and thank you for watching this video.